I was trying to get any of my hip combos off, like the punch combos. Yeah, I'm really good for that. Well, I'm being counted for the towels. Being counted for 12 degrees Celsius. The vendors keeps working hard. The combos. It's 90 combo. Oh. Oh, ah! Oh, Shaggy really turned up the heat. At least it wasn't the perfect.
Yeah, high speed. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 82, 83. Yes. H E O. So that cable goes to mini PC. That cable is computer, Thunderbolt card. Let's restart the computer. Let's see if keyboard is noticed. Battery still at 91%. Very confusing. Super cute. No keyboard. What does happen when I actually put out not the Thunderbolt, but the display port cable from computer to computer card to Thunderbolt? When I put it out, let's see if keyboard is now detected. Keyboard is now detected. Okay. Thank you, computer. Thank you, Asus. Thank you, HP. No keyboard. Let's put the webcam out of the IMU. Booting Fedora, okay. And restart. There it is. It's the iron and that's the problem, I guess. But not necessary. Inside the operating system the keyboard is actually detected. That's really good. And let's see what. Press any key, stop. System reset, no. Ah, right, that's correct. Continue boot, always continue boot, boot options. Okay, let's continue boot and look what the error messages show, because the last time I've seen them on Nutrix I wouldn't dare to install it, but from that stick it's not so bad. I have these points. These are normally normal, not this HHH with these waves and stuff. Waves and points, HHH. And then some network DNS complications. I have the internet controller deactivate, but IPv6, IPv4 and IPv stack activate. And with the new stick, burnt from the wavelink, that worked with Nutrix once, very nice, that worked, and it gave me net DNS error problems, but I didn't capture it because I don't have a video capture card and a NAS server where I could store it. I just have that Xsense base station, but that's just for weather information and it does sound. So I can't store anything here, and that is just 2 terabytes and 1 terabyte. That's also just 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, and that has no HDMI in, so I can't really capture it there either. And that thing is pure garbage. So let's continue boot and see what the errors say on the left topper side. Test this media and let's test the media. It's just 30 frames per second, so let's try if the camera just USB up, no extra errors, just USB up, H to 0. Maybe that's better, I don't know, probably not. But H to 0, HB whoop up doesn't say what this is. It's not necessarily even a USB, but that it's probably a specified PCI lane addressment, and below is USB, and there's one minus 2.1.2 and above is 8 minus 0 double point 1. So that's PCI, that is USB, so that is probably unrelated. But the up H is new. I had 6 before, so that's, I don't know if that's better or not, but the stick is better. The installations from there are usually not as good as from there, but when that doesn't work, that sometimes does work and looks like it does work. That's not even the original color. It's not even able to capture the logo. There it is. Super bright, exactly how it's necessary to perceive. Do I want to have the sidebar? Probably not. But look how smart the mouse is now. The mouse is so smart. Let's, oops, that's spilled. Let's attach NVMe to the computer. I will leave the NVMe here and take that cable. Oops, that's what I wanted to evade, but that didn't work. And I will take that cable and put that in the USB 3 port. Now it's in. Let's see if it lights up. That's great. That means it's active. Lighting up. SSDs are always active. And now, vorveröffentlichte Software kann stabil sein. Ich möchte fortfahren. Ja, natürlich. Installationsziel and the SSD is not recognized. Let's boot the computer normal in another time. No keyboard detected, was also not the IMU webcam. I can attach it again. I have, wait, it's not where that can start. I have no clue why directly now the stick boots, but that's helpful right now, but where? I will rather try zoom a bit. Okay. Okay. Also not. That's probably the best I could do. Okay. No, that's not working. Let's enjoy some chips together. That's, hope you can see that. Fun fresh oven chips, sour cream taste. These chips, when they are big, have super fun shapes. I probably ate all of the big chips already. And the SSD is detected. You can actively choose it for installation. Speicherplatz freigeben. We have to delete the complete BTRFS partition, but that's not necessary, not really a problem. So now we can enter the root password and make a user. So the mainboard has no name anymore, doesn't even matter. Next step, starting installation, and it is installing. Super fast, even faster than inside the mainboard. Already at 6%. That's really nice speed. %, 9%. %, 19%. No, that's fast. That was fast. Literally 20%, not even 1 second. But even when the installation runs as fast as that, doesn't necessarily mean that installation, when it's completed, it's actually completed, but it can fail. It can complete, but the installation fails. Can be, let's see if this particular installation succeeds or fails. Really like the mouse form. You can't really perceive it with just one lens, but I have 2 lenses, two eyes, and that the shape for 2 eyes looks really amazing, but it's not easy to notice. The mouse, that's easy, right? The mouse goes in and up, goes in and up, and that side, that is nice, but thematically wise, the mouse is a straight object, right? Straight object goes like that, and that mouse goes down and up and right and up. That's a dancing mouse, and when I have that mouse like that, it's nice, right? That is super nice, a little bit too high. It succeeded, great. Fedora wurde erfolgreich installiert und ist bereit zur Verwendung. Punkt. Legen Sie los und machen Sie einen Neustart, um es zu verwenden. Ausrufezeichen. Fertig. That's dance. That mouse is dancing. Like that is super nice. But it's too dancing too hard. It's going too much up. And when I put my mouse in, I have my finger literally like that. It's not really nice. When I want to use that, I need to use my thumb finger to operate these buttons. And when I have my hand already locked like that, I don't even feel comfortable to using the DPI switch button right here in the mid, because my hand is already locked in that straight position while the mouse is already dancing, and my hand is bumping with that dance too, and I feel a little bit confused about using that middle mouse button, but it's not that bad. The bad thing is that my hand here is rushing down. It's completely rushing down, and the mouse is still dancing hard. It's still dancing hard while my hand is rushing, and the finger is very straight operating, and the mouse doesn't fucking care. It bumps up, and I have to concentrate more on the back. But the back looks really nice, like a sports car. When you look like that, it's literally normal with a cool twist on the head. But when you look normally with 2 eyes, you have just 1 eye to perceive that mouse. When you look at it with 2 eyes, you look at it's a bit deformed, but it's looking fucking cool. I mean, that side is literally normal, a little bit of dumb, but the left side looks really shaped, attentive, and these lights look like how these look. The camera is literally crap. There's no pixels inside, no frame rates, but the lights look actually literally better than the Thermalright water cooling solution. I'm not even kidding, these lights look better on battery than the Thermalright water cooling solution on the main board by the power supply, which is 500 watts super premium gold quality power currency right from the Stecker dort hinten. And that's just a battery, and the light is even better on that. So I can guess why the mouse is really partying hard. The other good point is in the mid there's actually a glide pad, really helpful. So when I have a Thunderbolt system like that, the mouse is super smart, super fast, super smart, super accurate, and super nice. Everything is literally perfect, but the mouse is partying a little bit too hard. But it's not even an expensive mouse for what it cares. And that looks like e-printed, right? With a pencil, like e-printed. And when I move that and the camera is too slow because the mouse is so fucking fast and accurate, looks like it's painted with a pencil there. I really liked it a lot. So let's start. Let's continue the installation and let's restart the computer. But before the restart directly boots into the stick, I don't know why that do that, but helped really a lot. I will return the USB stick to the side and then start the computer. So it doesn't boot anymore from the USB stick, but now from the last installation, which is on that SSD put down to USB, where eventually is not even captured. It's one drive, one USB device, one drive. Let's see how it boots, and it's probably confused. Fortnite? No, it's starting Bazzite now. It's starting Bazzite now, the third last installation I made. It's starting now the third last installation. But keyboard is actually turned on. So I'm now in my third last installation. Not what I wanted, but I can do a trick. I can show you. We deactivate the computer, then we extend the cable out of the KVM switch. The cable previously had like a Schraube, like a socket, but I ejected the socket because I can't put the Schraube in real time in and out. But when I put the socket out, I can literally start the computer, and then I search for the USB-C port and look at the QLED. When it's going out, it's not the best, but then it's going up in white, then it's green. I put that in, and I press the F2 button, and it didn't start. I was probably too fast. But, no, not but. That's it installed. I hope Fedora didn't broke out of no reasons. Let's start it again on port 2 this time. It's red, it's out, DRAM is on, white, green. That should have worked. Now the keyboard reacts correct. Didn't work. What do I do now? Complicated. I guess so. The system must have an intelligent system that when a memory controller is installed, it doesn't boot. I guess it's that. The webcam probably had a hidden USB memory system in, so it didn't boot. I will put that NVSSD, NVMe SSD M2 drive out, and then I deactivate the computer and reactivate it again. Let's see if we can go into the BIOS now, because then I have a different trick. That did work. So my theory is right. It's all about the USB controller. Probably that's not USB controller, that's an NVMe drive, but it's connected to a USB controller, and the USB controller has a storage device attached, right? So with that in mind, we will try to start the computer. It's now started. Can I put the USB in? I can't put the USB in, and I have put it out. So when the light goes green, I will put the USB NVMe drive right in. So it's booting with the keyboard, and let's see if I didn't mess it. I probably messed it up. I will retry. In the case that one doesn't work, I will try the dock case. Maybe that can work. No keyboard. Let's just vanilla boot it, and we USB drive out, reboot. No keyboard. Okay. And that did work. That did the trick. Boot option Realtek. Okay. The cool thing with that is when I put theoretically the USB connection out, or no, when the computer is deactivated, the NVMe drive doesn't deactivate, it's still activated, connected to the KVM switch, which is really a cool fact. And I will change the boot order towards the new installation, save, changes and reset. So when it shows that the keyboard is not detected again, it will still boot from the NVMe drive. Let's see if that works. No keyboard. USB device is detected. So we can actually start the operating system from the KVM switch while the keyboard is not detected, which is also connected to the KVM switch. But we are now in the system and the keyboard will work. Time for some headphones.